and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. So, it's been a week or so since we last did a video, but that was because at the end of last week we only had 3 games in the WSL due to a lot of them being postponed due to the snow. So their games last week were Aston Villa and Reading played out a 2-2 draw at the Banks Stadium. Angahara James and Rachel Rowe scoring for Reading, whilst Manati Wabuchi and Diana Silva scored for Aston Villa. Manchester United beat Birmingham City 2-0. Ella Toone and Leah Galton with the goals, and Manchester City put 7 past Brighton and Hove Albion with Janine Becky, Chloe Kelly, Steph Horton, Ellen White, Steph Horton and a Caroline Weir brace scorers for Manchester City, whilst Rihanna Jarrett scored the consolation goal for Brighton. The rest of the games were postponed due to the adverse weather over the last week in the United Kingdom. We've also had the January transfer window close now. It closed on Thursday afternoon/evening. Quite a few transfers had went through throughout the whole transfer window. Probably some of the big ones: Maria Thorstadottir joining Manchester United from Chelsea. Alicia Lehmann went to Everton on loan. Bristol City sold Chloe Lagazzo to Kansas City in the States. Molly Pope joined Bristol City on loan. Tottenham confirmed the signing of Cho So-hyun from West Ham United. So there has been quite a few deals happen over the last week or so in the transfer window, but none very surprising or exceptionally big deals really, because obviously of the pandemic going on around the world, which will affect the clubs being able to sign players throughout the window. There was a bit of breaking news today today as it's Friday for me recording, but it'll be Saturday, that the FA has announced that teams in the Barclays FA WSL and the FA Women's Championship will now be able to make concussion substitutes beginning the 6th of February, that weekend. So that is obviously if a player has been concussed and have used the 3 substitutes already, then the team may bring on a concussion replacement, after the IFAB, who are the rule setters for football across the world, have agreed that England can't use it from next month. So that is some good news there. Right, so we also had a game in midweek. Chelsea put 4 past Aston Villa. Magdalena Eriksson, Pernilla Harder, Beth England and Sam Kerr with the goals, which saw the Blues extend their unbeaten run to 32 games, which is now a WSL record. So massive congratulations there to Emma Hayes' side in a phenomenal feat. Also, at the start of the week, I think this was now, Marcus Bignot was appointed as the new Aston Villa lead manager. So Gemma Davis is still staying on at Villa, but Marcus Bignot, his experience of leadership is helping out at the Villa as they look to stay up in the WSL this season. So looking forward to this games. Again, these could all be postponed due to there is some adverse weather planned for this weekend. So we have 5 games started on Saturday at 2 o'clock at Twerton Park, where Bristol City will welcome Brighton and Hove Albion. Then on Sunday, again these are weather permitting, Chelsea play Tottenham at 12:30 at Kings Meadow, available on the BBC Red Button as well as the FA Player. And then at 2 o'clock they have Aston Villa versus Arsenal at the Banks Stadium, Manchester City versus West Ham at the Academy Stadium. So them two are available on the FA Player. And then Everton versus Manchester United finishes the weekend off at 2:30 at Walton Hall Park on the BT Sport Player, and audio only on the FA Player if you're here in the United Kingdom. So that is going to be a very interesting few games. I think Chelsea versus Tottenham has the potential to be a very good game at the top of the table, and Everton Manchester United again is another game that is definitely going to bring a lot of eyes to it. Can Casey Stoney's side continue their impressive season? and we may get to see a debut from Maria Thorisdottir. And Everton might hand debuts to Alicia Lehmann and Jill Scott after she rejoined from Manchester City again on loan for the remainder of the season. Yes, we're getting closer to the return of European football in the Netherlands, so that should be coming back around in the coming weeks. Obviously, France is up again running as well this weekend, so make sure you check out your local listings for where you can able to see the games and follow the games. And obviously, if you can't follow the games on TV, then make sure you're following the team on Twitter. There was a bit of news we spoke about a few weeks ago about Göteborg in Sweden. They were apparently going to be taken over by BK Häcken, and that has now gone through. So the Göteborg women team will now be known as BK Häcken from Thursday onwards. It was. So the players will all stay under the same contracts and deals, and there won't be new players, but it's just the team under a new name. And so that saves them carrying on playing as a women's team rather than what they were previously planning on doing, which was folding from women's football altogether. So that is some good news. I believe that is all of the women's football. I don't think I've missed anything. I shall be back at the start of next week to review all the WSL fixtures. Hopefully we've had some by then, and any other big news that happens in and around the world of women's football. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you follow us on Twitter, which you'll see at the end at the end of this video. Until the next week, see you soon.